This is a 2015 Volvo XV. It's a V60. It has a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, and we have a P0014 that continues to come back on this car. We have changed the oil. Does not have a dipstick, so you can't manually check the oil level unless you just drain the entire engine and you capture all of it and measure it. So then there is a couple of TSBs, but that's what we're doing today. We are doing a P0014 on this Volvo, and then I'll let Johnny take it away. But yeah, Johnny's running over here right now.
Okay. What?
Hello, Eric.
Hey, Johnny, how's it going?
Oh no, this is Nico still.
Oh, it's Nico.
I was just saying hello.
Oh, hey, how's it going? I was reading a repair order and looking at service information.
Cool. Here is Johnny.
Sorry. What's up, Eric?
Hey, Johnny, how's it going, buddy?
Good, man. How we doing today?
It's busy. So what do you got going on? Give me the rundown. I've read the repair order. Great notes. So just kind of going over some service information now. I saw that you tell me what you did.
Car came in about a month ago with 2 codes, one for thermostat, one for over advanced on the exhaust cam. You can't physically check the oil, so I interrogated the oil quality and condition through the cluster. It was low and dirty. Sure enough, when I drained it, only about 4, I think, out of the 6.5 came out. So it was low, and it was really, really dark. So I said, we got to start with that. Car came back about a week later, and I asked the advisor if the VVT solenoids were changed. He said they were. No, we don't know the time. Nico brought up a point. We also don't know the guy's service history, how long he's going in between oil change intervals and whatnot. Yeah. So there's a lot of factors going on. So the next step here, it's showing low oil pressure. Because I'm looking at the diagnostic procedure. Low oil pressure, poor engine oil quality, which is the one that I went with. Obviously, you and I talked about that.
Yeah.
And then it says exhaust cam control valve is damaged, which is the VVT. But if he just changed it, according to the advisor, then we don't know. And the last thing would be a damaged VVT unit. So I put the lock tools on the back of the cylinder head. I found that they were in time. And I said, okay, well, we're going to, I don't want to say guess, but we're going to go with the sprocket because that's the only thing left that's showing on here. So we went with the sprocket. I took it apart. There was metal contaminants. I remember you asked me to pull the oil filter, see if there's any metal contaminants in the oil. And there was actually yesterday as well. So we're kind of at loss here. It's getting power to both of the intake and the exhaust solenoids, and everything is in time. The engine runs great. You can't feel it. There's no misfire. There's nothing. It just keeps kicking the light on. So that's where we're at right now.
Okay. And does it kicks the light on startup immediately?
No. So it says here the control modules test for the diagnostic code starts when there's a hot engine speed is over 1500 RPMs, and cam control is active. So freeway, light highway driving will probably kick it on once it gets to op temp and it sees that there's a fault. Now, there's no way to actually probe or see these sprockets advancing or retarding. So that's what makes it hard, is our scan tool and the information that they give us is really limited. So
okay,
we're kind of chasing a tail here.
Yeah, I read through one bulletin, and they keep emphasizing oil pressure, and you've got metal, like was it ferrous metal? Could you pick it up with a magnet, or is it?
No, well, inside the filter cartridge, it was kind of slivery. I did see a little bit of crap when I captured some of the oil that came out of the cartridge. Yeah. There was grit and crap because I used a brand new, fresh, clean oil bottle, bottle of water to catch it. and there was some grit and crap in there. So I don't know if something's coming apart inside the engine or what. And I also noted too that we just did the oil change about a month ago, and he literally has 260 miles of drive time, and I mean it's just black.
So new oil, and now it's I mean, that's not the black oil is kind of you're going to have that
That's what Nico was saying too.
Yeah, low tension piston rings will cause that. Kind of like what we are used to seeing with diesels. Because there's a lot of combustion gases and particles that make it past the piston rings into the crankcase. Right. So it kind of indicates could be something going on there, but and are these solenoids the same part?
No.
Okay. Of course not. All right. It doesn't give you an indication of how far off it is, right? And I wonder what the enable criteria is.
No, well, we could maybe look that up in the Autel with live data.
Yeah.
The solenoids, the VVT solenoids were allegedly replaced, but upon inspecting them right now, they don't look like they were replaced. They look kind of old. They're not.
Okay.
They're not. They don't look super old, but here, let me see if I can grab this camera. Kind of look at them. You kind of sort of see them. Can you see that down there? No, not really. Hold on.
I kind of saw that on top.
So there's the intake solenoid. I don't know if you can kind of see like the dirt on top there.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
And then the exhaust is right there. I don't know. Do you need light or can you see that?
No, I can see it.
Yeah, so there's the exhaust. So I'm going with no, they're not. They have not been replaced.
Yeah. No, that certainly does not look like a new unit, especially, I mean, if he's saying he's changed it inside the last year, then I would say that did not happen.
Yeah.
So Johnny, when you were replacing the sprocket, when you're testing the timing and going before you went in, was cam locked to the sprocket or was it able to move a little bit?
No, it was free floating, but I had the locking tools at the back, which is what they tell you to do. Pull the high pressure pump off, lock the cams together, and then you can, just go through your steps to put the sprocket on the front cams.
Okay, so you're locking the cams. You're locking the cams. But
they're free floating. They're free floating on the cams on the front where the belt goes.
Okay. Okay, so they're not keyed, is what you're saying?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, but the variable actuator, that is the sprocket, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's controlled by the two solenoids on top. Yes, it is.
Right. So the solenoid applies oil pressure to, this is I would assume the same type of phaser. We'll call it a phaser for
yeah.
Easiest. That's common across the board terminology. It's a vane style, right, where it applies oil pressure to one side of the vane and moves the sprocket.
Correct.
Okay. And when it's not applied, spring pressure moves it back to the start position, and it's got a lock, right, that springs up and locks the sprocket together.
Yes. I took that other one apart.
When you were taking it apart or when you were checking, was that phaser locked or could the cam move freely? Do you recall?
Wait, you're saying when I pulled the belt off and I had everything timed before I removed it, was it able to spin in either direction?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it was.
Yeah, it was able to move. Yeah, it wasn't sticky.
So it was not locked to the cam.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm down with that. So it was.
I took the back cover off. You can see kind of like some rubbing damage on it,
Mhm.
a little bit.
Okay. It probably
It's
looks a lot like a
minute.
BMW
It's
one.
minute. It wouldn't be something I'd worry about, but it's there.
Yeah, but you don't think that's the source of the scrapings or the filings you're seeing?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe,
Okay.
but who else? Maybe the intake side is experiencing it now. I don't know, but it just keeps kicking the same code on. So
Okay. The other thing it was asking for is oil pressure test, which we don't do a lot of these days, but it seems like a test that we should probably start throwing in the repertoire because with BMWs,
just to
engine
get it off the
issues,
checklist.
yeah, everybody seems to be having some issues with oil pressure. It looks like that's interesting. So, but you'd think if it was oil pressure issue, we would see the fault on the intake side as well, right? It'd be systemic.
Yeah.
Okay, so that rules that out. And then I think the
And
observation.
also
Go ahead.
it's on sometimes on oil pressure stuff too. It's like it happens at idle because that's like when the oil pressure is the lowest.
Right.
And this is above 1500 RPMs. Not saying that there could. Just thinking out loud.
Yeah, I think logically we should be able to eliminate that as a possibility because it just doesn't make any sense. So that'd be a back of the line test. Yeah, I think right now with what we've seen with with the solenoid condition, it does not look like it's new. Now there was a service information I was just looking at here on cleaning those. Did you happen to come across that document? You can take that thing out without any special tools because it's right there.
Oh yeah, it's quick. It's easy.
Maybe we want to pull that thing off and let's take a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to pull up the cleaning instructions here. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I can't find my other camera, so I'm using my computer camera. All right, so there was a cleaning thing here. And this looks like the same type of 3 two-way valve that we see on BMW Vanos assemblies, just a little different housing shape. But any kind of debris, that moves through there can affect operation of timing, reduce the oil flow, which is pretty specific. That it's pulse width modulated so that the pressure value is mapped by duty cycle or pulse width, and it can move. It's not just the on off. It can move it into specific target timing values. The only other thing that might be a factor could be that the cam position is that picked up from a reluctor wheel, or is it off of something on the cam? I guess I could look that up.
I'm not.
It has its little
Has a reluctor wheel on the back of the cam.
On the back of the cam, and that has a pin, I would imagine.
Let's see. Let's put a cam. Let's. Yeah. Okay. So it looks kind of like. Here, we'll grab this one. Grab this. This guy around.
Hey, could we all gather around Johnny while he's working? I think that's going to be a good plan.
Yeah.
Can we get one technician to hold the wrench and the other one to turn it?
Yeah. Okay, so there's our the intake cam sensor.
Okay.
The exhaust is right down there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the exhaust back there too?
Yeah, it's on a stand, kind of on a standoff. Just underneath.
Yeah, it's like behind that black hose and then that fuel pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I can just see the top of the clip. Like kind of right.
Yep.
All right. Cool. I'm wondering, those look like they might be the same part.
We switched it.
Yeah,
we swapped it. Nothing changed.
Oh, you did. Perfect. Excellent. That's great.
Yep.
So
So
far,
let's see the bottom of that. Bring it over here.
oh yeah, you can't really see. Can you see anything in there? Is there little screens in there?
Yeah, they're clean.
Are there screens in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there are screens in there. Yeah, they're really well. It's like they're
Super
really
fine.
really small, super fine screen. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take anything to restrict the oil flow.
Huh.
So check this out. For a company I used to work for, we did some performance stuff, and some of our improved engines, after they were built, we'd send them out, and we're having Vanos faults, and what we found is assembly lube, which the assembly lube was totally fine assembly lube, but it was more of a paste rather than a liquid, and just the increased viscosity of that paste was enough to affect the Vanos actuation through the solenoids. So what we'd have to do is basically just actuate them manually with a power probe while the engine is running, so that it would kind of break down any kind of restriction, create pressure waves that would kind of dissolve the assembly lube faster, because that's what assembly lube is designed to do, is just dissolve and absorb into the oil circuit. But that resolved the issue. But it just goes to show you, assembly lube, that's too thick, just a little too thick, can cause these issues too. And if you got dirt and junk moving around in there, but you don't see any dirt or junk in the on the screens right now.
No, there's no dirt or junk on the screens. Maybe. Yeah. I was gonna look down inside.
Yeah.
The holes on the actual cylinder head here.
It's just free flowing passages.
And so there's 3 holes, right?
There's 4.
Oh.
There's 4 on the solenoid. There's more. Yeah, there's 4 on the solenoid, and then there's even more. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 on the cylinder head. Yeah, and those are like clean as a whistle. They're kind of like wide open.
Okay. All right. Well, I would imagine that if all of them are clean.
Yeah,
okay.
All of them are clean.
Look at this again. What's our mileage?
Now, a couple of them like turn 90 real fast, and you can't see past the 90.
Okay.
But 3 of them don't, and they're pretty wide open.
It's only 66,000 miles on this thing.
Yeah, 66,000.
What's the oil specification for this vehicle? There should be a sticker under the hood? Does it indicate?
It's Castrol Edge Professional, and it's 0W20.
Okay. So you guys do some Mobile One 020 in there? Or some Motul?
Yeah, so did we use what was in the tank? 5.
020 in the tank.
Okay, so
I don't know who is in. I don't know what you guys use.
So, but it's 0W20 Liquimoly.
Okay.
Liquimoly 0W20.
Yeah. Okay. So we've already improved the oil quality, but roughly the same viscosity.
Every Volvo that came in here,
Characteristic.
you have
Right.
this issue. You know what I mean? That's what
Pardon?
we're talking about. Well, let's try this. Then I'm like, well, then every Volvo coming in here would have an issue. So.
And you use
Majority.
the right oil, right? Not the synthetic 5W40 side. The 0W20. Okay. Cool.
Okay. All right. So that's not likely to be the issue. And you already swapped the sensors. So yeah, we're down to that solenoid. You got a power probe?
Yeah.
You want to power probe that thing on and off and just see if you can detect any kind of sluggish operation or if it hangs up or anything? Oh, he's gone. He's never coming back.
You know, he's grabbing his power probe.
Yeah, it's gonna take like another hour. He's not coming back. He's had enough already. Like, this is it. You know, to have somebody work over your shoulder. How about everybody work over your shoulder? It's got good times. Good times. So I don't understand where this guy, you know, he says he's replaced that. Timing is on. It was locked.
Well, I'm sure the advisor asked if he replaced the. Well, Gianni asked the advisor if he replaced the control. That would you ask if what he replaced, the actuators? Yeah, the BVT solenoid, and then the customer was like, "Yeah, I got a new valve stem on my tire.
Yeah,
I got new valve stems. Yeah,
I got it. I got it with my latte this morning.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's like sometimes I think this is a really good lesson of like, we don't ask the customer if they replaced a component. We ask the customer for a receipt of the components that were replaced.
Or, if they've had some service work, related to a check engine light recently in the last year.
Certainly. Yeah. That, and then you kind of just have to use your own eyes, but it's like, now, with this thing all the way out, it's like, that's not replaced with all that grease and stuff. But
Before it was, because I had that on and off.
Until you touched it, then you dirtied it. You did all that. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, let's power probe this thing. Let's we're just doing it right here on the bench, you're saying, Eric?
Yeah. Just see if you can hear anything, and then you can leave the intake. You can leave the intake one in place, and compare, like put your hand on it, and when you actuate it, click. See if it's a real crisp, sharp. See if you can just notice any difference or obvious performance difference, sound, the way it feels. I mean, if we want to go crazy, since you guys are scope crazy now, you could actually look at the current through that thing.
How much current it's drawing?
You could also do a dynamic resistance measurement with a math channel.
You doing something?
I think you're gonna have one of the ground. The ground is one of the pins, and then the power's on the other pin. You can't use the.
You can't ground it through the body. You have to put You have to put it on the pin.
Yeah. So your power probe probably has an adapter set with a little pin that slides in there. Or you've got one in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's the guy that's prepared.
I'll do one. You do one.
Okay. You got to poke yourself at least once with that, or have Nico poke you with it. Yeah. A little more coffee. Shaking hands.
Okay. Yep, it's on. You feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clicking. It's clicking nice.
Sounds crisp too.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay.
All right. Do the same thing on the other one.
You could.
Yeah. Hit the button. Okay, it's disconnected. Yeah. We may have to, depending on the angle here, just don't let them touch each other.
Oh, it's got a little circuit breaker on the side.
No, we're gonna remove it because we can't get a good enough angle on it. We'll just pull it off real quick.
Can you slide a piece of wire on there?
We could probably slide a piece of wire, but it's like it's faster if we just do this. It'll happen.
There you
right
go.
now. It'll take Johnny like another hour to go get a wire.
Oh yeah. You guys want to set this up on a scope? We could actually look at the resistance.
The resistance
Yep.
of the with the current clamp, or what?
Yep.
Which one?
Yeah. hook it up. You since you got your power probe there, throw the throw the voltmeter. One circuit there'll be a amp clamp. The other circuit will be the voltage, and then we'll do a math channel, and voltage divided by current. It's going to give us a resistance.
Okay, yeah. Let's. We're gonna
Like not a resistance test like an ohms test, but an actual dynamic resistance test with it working, which is completely different.
Okay. Good.
There you go. Same thing.
Is
That's
it?
the broken one. It's broken.
Yeah. I mean, that's yeah.
Is it working?
It's working. The other one
I
felt the one that we think is broken actually felt better.
Yeah, that one didn't. I didn't hear. Here, don't put that back yet. Hold on. Maybe you can't mix them up. That did not. I had no audible sound.
It had a little bit of a. It was way less.
It's more of a. Was it?
You're touching. There you go.
Okay. How about,
Switch it, okay.
I'll do the other. Okay. Okay.
Good.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's way better. We reversed the leads.
Oh, okay.
That one was better.
Okay, so can you tell the difference between the two? Audibly and
Let's
with
see
your
here.
hand?
We'll do
try?
the other one real quick.
Is it Coke or is it Pepsi?
No.
Hey, one of these guys that are sleeping up front here, you want to go grab the scope and start getting it set up?
Feels the same.
I can't. No, it doesn't. I can't feel it or hear it. Let's try the other one. Try the other side.
Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, that side I can definitely hear that one. Okay,
That sounds.
it feels the same.
It feels the same.
It feels and we hear it the same.
That second one, was that the exhaust or the intake?
The second one was the intake.
The one you just did.
The one that we just did that we just redid was the exhaust.
Okay,
and
that sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave that off and then scope it and see if you can see something there?
With it off we scope it.
Yeah, it's easier to. I mean, it's easier to activate it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, because you're just looking for the current path through the solenoid. Now, of course, we don't have heat as a factor. Which you could add that if you wanted to throw a heat gun on it. I mean, if we're going to go into, in my opinion, you're replacing that solenoid, right? That's the next course of action. There's really nothing left to do, and it makes the most sense based on all of the results that we've looked at and the work that's already been performed. I would say that that's what we're doing. But let's see if we can determine. Like, how would we test this to verify 100%? Because you can't do this while you're you can't do 100% verification or experimentation while you're on the repair order, right? Because that doesn't make anybody any money. And we know what happened to the other guy that was working on the Audi. I think he got fired, right? So this is the time to do it.
Let's do. Okay, so how are we going to hook this thing? So we need to make a little wire.
You could probably just use the you could tape probe to the power probe leads that you've already got existing, or one of the ground is going to just be gripped together with the same alligator clip that's on there, and on the B+ side you could just tape it on there, piece of wire or something.
And then should we just put the amp clamp around the power probe?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bring that guy on over here. The solenoid.
And then if you can give me some I don't have Team Viewer on this computer, of course.
Right in front of Noah.
Oh shoot. Team viewer. Sorry, I have a couple things going on over here. I forgot about this guy. I gotta step over the diagnostic dog. All right. So whichever channel you're going to use as the current, if we set up this math channel, then if you use it again, you have to make sure that they're in the same alignment, right? So where the current is always going to be that channel when you're doing a dynamic test, if you save it as a resistance test. Are you guys in the Pico right now?
Yeah. I'm firing up Pico right now.
Okay.
And so we're gonna go to probes, go to the 30 amp. I think it's a 2060, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
60.
No, go to 20.
Oh, okay.
Go to 20, and then we're gonna go to math channel, you said?
Well, what I would just set up all your probes first, and then on the third probe, or you'll add a math channel. So you open up the math channel, and then you're gonna have some options.
I don't know where the math channel is.
Okay, which one are you using?
Pico 7.
Pico 7. Okay, so what I have up behind me is Pico 6. So Pico 7 is going to be the little menu off to the left below. It'll see it look like measurements.
Math channels. And then
it'll be
frequency.
You want what channel is going to be your current? Is that going to be channel A? Okay, so you're going to have B divided by A will be your channel.
Okay, I see A divided by B.
What's that?
What's going to be? I see A divided by B, but what's going to be B?
B is going to be voltage.
Okay.
So we want B to be divided by A, or you have to move your current over to B.
Okay, so then that's what we'll do. We'll put that on B.
Mm-hmm.
No, it twists and then twist lock. And then put the blue wire onto A channel. And then that'll just be the and then we'll take this guy, pull this out from this mess of wire.
Oh man, are you guys unorigamiing the wires?
Okay, that'll get put away. All right, so then we're gonna do this. How is this gonna go on here? We're gonna go like this and then grab that.
What you could do is you could take a piece of wire, stick it, because the power probe doesn't have a removable probe. Doesn't the tip come off?
Yeah, it comes off. On the power probe?
Yeah, you can stick a piece of wire in there, put it back on, so now it's touching the lead and coming out if you want for voltage, right?
Oh, okay. And we'll just grab that. Oh, that's some tricky stuff right there. That's good.
You gotta be inherently lazy to think of this stuff. That's me.
All right.
I don't want to do a bunch of work, even though I do it anyway. I just don't have time to do a bunch of work because I'm doing too much work.
little test right here. Well, take your strip it back some more, and then we're going to jam that in there. No, longer. You're longer. Pull off like a bunch.
Yeah, strip it back like you work at a audio shop.
It's about 10 feet.
That's right. And if you don't have enough, you can get it from the speaker wire that's holding up the exhaust. I don't know where people get all this speaker wire, but there's always speaker wire somewhere. It shouldn't be.
It's because it looks cool on the shelf when you buy it.
It's way more expensive.
You put like 1 or 2 strands in there. Beautiful. That's it.
That
Okay.
work out? All right.
I think so. That's
All right.
looking good there. Let's not move this guy around too much, right? Do this one more. Now put your power on the ground.
And you've got the current clamp open and closed and then zeroed, and it's on there.
Let's see. Let's verify what we got here with that. Yeah.
The picoscope isn't grounded too.
Yeah, the Pico doesn't have to be grounded, but why is our Pico all jacked up? So we're going to click A divided by B first. Okay, there's A divided by B. Why is that all janked out right now? Why is that
I
reading?
can't see it.
Can you not see this one? Where is I think Jack's invited you to see this screen or like control this screen, maybe. Oh, you know why? Because I flipped hold on, let me flip this back around. B has to be our probe. A has to be not a probe. No. Turn it on.
Yeah, it's just voltage value of 12 volts, I guess, or 20 range.
No scaling. Why am I?
You just put it on auto.
Regular old plug. Oh, there we go. 10 volt.
So under probe, it's just going to be a 1x probe at 20 volts. Should be adequate.
Yeah, I don't know why it's giving me. I don't know why our A channel right now has this funky pattern in it. Oh, is it reading? Hold on. It's picking up what this guy's doing right now. It's picking up what our power probe's doing.
Yeah, it's probably the power probe is a switching power supply,
Yeah,
right? So you probably have some of that happening.
Yeah, no, it's definitely it's picking up the power. So the noise that's on our A channel right now
Is how big?
is definitely the power probe.
How big is it?
It is 3.8 volts of positive to 3.8 volts of negative.
Okay. And then when you hit actuate, if you hit the switch for B plus, what does it do? Flatten out?
It doesn't do anything. Nothing changes.
It just stays there. All right. Because you're right there. Okay. Hook it up to the circuit. Let's just see what it does when you, because right now it's open. If you actually complete the circuit, that load might be enough of a resistor to clean all that up.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you see?
No. I can't see anything. You got to get no.
'cause you're old.
in here.
Oh.
Okay, we got. Yeah, I got it. I don't know if you're on the thing. Is it?
Am I?
Is it? No, you need to go back.
Did you
that
turn
way.
the sound off, please?
No, not. I didn't mean to.
No, that's okay.
That way I can see it. That continuity light should turn on. It's not turning on.
The green one.
Yeah, the green.
Yeah,
there.
there
Now
Okay.
it's on.
Now you got continuity.
Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
wow.
So on the screen.
Did it
Did it?
click? What happened on the?
It made a solid mark for a minute. Maybe not. Oh yeah, right there.
There you go.
What are you guys seeing?
Okay. We're seeing stuff happen on the screen, but it's like super fast.
Yeah.
We need to slow this way down.
You could do a single capture.
A single capture.
Yeah, so so that it as soon as the status changes above or below a limit, it just captures the one shot. I think it's a single shot.
Where does it go in it?
That's going to be under the under trigger.
Okay, so we're just gonna set up a trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so trigger
And it could be a single
Single?
event. Yeah.
single, and our type is gonna be a simple edge.
Mm-hmm.
I could change that. The source is gonna be our voltage, right?
Yep. And did you see a
then-
change in the current when you were doing that?
No. Oh no, because we don't have it hooked up at all.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We need that going into there.
And keep in mind the orientation of that.
Yes, because it might be flowing. Which
Yeah, but
which
you could
way?
just flip it
would-
over. If it doesn't look right, flip it over. Not a
Yep.
big deal.
Yep. Okay. Okay, we got that rising. It's in the rising,
Yep.
and then so now it's.
So then set that level just above. So is it rising? Because you're going to apply voltage. Is it going to rise? Yeah, it should rise, right? We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. So then what? So where do I
And
put
just
the yellow?
set that level just above what you've got on the screen right now, so that it'll detect the change.
Just above what I have on the screen.
Yeah, because
Okay,
you've
so
got that. Don't you have that,
that
plus and minus?
3.8.
Yeah,
yeah.
So set it at
So
4
put
volts.
it just above that,
Yeah,
right in the middle of the screen
yeah. I move it off to the side.
to the
you know,
left.
yeah, to the left, maybe the first segment.
First segment. Okay.
That way you get plenty, and then just hit it, and let's capture one, and then if we don't like what it looks like, we can move the probes around, and until we get something that we can use that's repeatable.
Okay.
This is where
Are you
action
doing it?
is just hands-on rather than thinking about it a bunch.
Oh, there we go. Channel. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
How much
Eric or Nico, can you share the Pico screen?
I'm not logged into
I
it.
think so.
I
Hold
sent you some TeamViewer or the TeamViewer login.
Oh, okay.
It should be from the CFC text.
Okay,
email.
that's good. That's good.
mm,
Okay, so now if I go into Zoom, so we can see when we hit it, it went. It did go up above 20 volts. How much amperage did it draw? Let's see. We got it on going the wrong way, but we can still figure it out.
You can flip it.
So yeah, 0.
You can invert that.
Yeah, it's
that's-
1.4 amps.
Okay. And then how did your math channel come out?
Math. So what am I looking at? I don't know.
Should be a black trace on there as well. So you'll have the two channels that are colored traces, and then you'll have a black trace.
A black trace. I don't see. I see like the whole when we did the math channel, the whole thing turned like aqua blue. The whole back turned like aqua blue. And I could see where it's trying to do some math, maybe divide this by that, but I don't know what the number is.
Yeah, it should come out as a like it looks like a channel with a line coming across it.
No, you should just see what I'm looking at, because I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Let me see if this is going to work out. I had to switch laptops, so this one might not have Team Viewer active. Give me a second here. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to I'm gonna double up here. I've got another laptop. Oh, I'm gonna just open that up real quick. What happened there? Don't put laptops on top of other laptops. That's the lesson there. All right. Let's stop that. Stop that. Let's Control Alt Delete this guy.
Yeah. So he could. You gotta go do it.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Hey, you're right in front of that laptop, right? Could you have Team Viewer open on there?
Let's see. Yeah, Jack said it's open.
Okay. Do you have the? Okay, I'll just go to the email.
I can double click on TeamViewer right here.
Yeah.
Here, I'll double click on it.
Okay.
Oh, now it's going through what's new. Yeah. Okay. X out of that. 480-740-498.
Hold on a second. What am I doing here? Okay. So I'm gonna go. Okay, 480.
Yep. 740.
Yep.
498.
Okay.
And it's 8FB57XI4.
XI4.
I4.
Missed it. Okay, so 8
Frank Bravo 57 X-ray Indigo 4.
That's what it missed, is the X. All right.
Okay, so then if we bring this up over here, and here I'll just kind of zoom out of this thing. So this is where we're at.
Oh, that's great. I don't know what it's doing. It's not saying. Did not let me in. I didn't take it. Am I on your team viewer? Nope. Okay. Shit. Oh, I've already got a connection going. All right. So it did connect somehow. Where's that? Oh, that's not it. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. I'm on there. All right. Now let me get that over to your screen. What happened there? What happened? Did I just shut that whole thing down?
Maybe because it just said this is a free session. If you want to buy it, you can.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing fair.
Yeah. No, I just shut the whole thing down. That's awesome. All right, hold on a second. Okay. Give me the password once again. I'm sorry.
480-740-498. Oh, the password?
I think I got it.
Shit, it just popped up and then it went away. Where'd it go?
I think I got it. I think I'm in.
Are you?
I'm pretty sure. Yep, I'm on there.
Yeah, you're in. Okay.
All right. So we'll get that on there. All right, so you're gonna set up this, and then if you guys want to share this screen, I have to log in. I'll have to log into the show from this side as well. Let me get your math channel going first. All right, so we got. Did you want to invert B, right?
Yeah, we wanted to invert B.
Invert B. And then we're going to do A divided by B. And this is going to be, we're going to call it something new. So you see it's not finished yet. So it's, and then we're going to call it, need to add. So A, this is going to be divided by B, right? Nope. Oh, come on. Nope. Is that? Nope. Divided by B. That's a formula. And
Oh, I thought I clicked that formula over there.
you did, but it doesn't have a title. Oh, wait. Is it down here? No, this is the new one.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's cancel this because it's already there. So I don't understand. So you should be able to. So vertical scale times. Oh, let's go back. Okay, and then offset. Should we offset? All right, so this whole thing is the value. So we want to we need to scale this thing way down. What is the value for that? So it looks like it's so you actuated it here. This is our current, correct?
Yeah, that red line. The red line's the current. Yes.
All right.
The blue is the all the noise on the blue line is what the power probe is giving out. And then those big blue strikes are when we apply power from the power probe.
Okay.
And then all the aqua just came on when I hit the math channel.
The math channel, right, which is because it's constantly calculating because you have all this extra noise.
Yeah. So it's calculating the noise.
Yeah.
So we just need a battery and just freaking tap it with a battery.
Yeah, you do that too. It's just so much nicer to have the switch on the power probe. But that's something that yeah, how do we work around that? Does that power probe have a LCD display?
Yeah, it's like one of those newer ones. It's got like a computer screen on it.
Yeah. All right.
You have the what?
I have the number 4 Power Pro. But
The number, just, is it more generic?
it's the newest one.
Oh yeah.
You have like
I'm
a
looking
big
for
old
one like the old school one that probably
Within
nobody
the old
has
school.
no, just has the noisemaker and nothing else. It's just fire up the modules. It's a little module grill.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has one of those. It's
Okay,
just like the
so-
you're talking about the old black one.
It could be a black one or a red one.
Okay.
But we could just let's do this. Let's do the math ourselves. How about that?
We could I mean, we could just take the wire and take it to a battery and just go click.
Yep. All right, so
How many volts is that?
that looks like it is. So once it actuates, we've got
Might not be enough.
blue, right? Blue. Voltage is so did somebody get out your handy dandy calculator or pencil and paper and press this with your math skills? So we got 1.5 volts.
Or no, that's amperage.
over here, right? No, on this
Oh,
one,
on the blue. Okay, but what's 1.5?
volts right here, that line right there, right? That's where you turned it on.
Oh, okay, that's what like the amperage draw happens at 1.5 volts.
Well, so you get the spike, but
Uh-huh.
then it levels out. So you've got just the induced voltage from the coil of the solenoid. So that's that initial punch, right? That peak. And then are you guys, when because when you shut it off, it goes back to zero, right? Right here. What? Didn't it
Yeah.
jump up
Well,
there?
no, because it's so you're reading all the blue squiggly lines in between, and that red line that you're reading is our B channel, and that's the amperage.
Right. And then right
That's over
above
on
it,
the right.
right above it, isn't that is it the B channel flipped? That's the
That's the
inverted.
That's the B
Ah.
channel flipped.
All right, never mind. Wah, wah. All right. So what do we got here? And then let's look at this, which is 1.48 amps.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got and then give me a voltage value there. What are we gonna? This only happened for a moment, right?
Yeah,
we only have
voltage.
voltage for that moment, so it's gonna be peak.
Yeah, so it's going to be peaked out to whatever that is, and it went over range. It went past our 20 volts, or some of them did at least. It's weird because that's the same noise. That's just our 3.8 volts, and then the one way over on the right and the one way over on the left.
All right, let's see if let's try it again. Hit it again with it at 50 volts.
Yeah, we could do it again at 50 volts. We could change. Okay. Oh yeah, you changed it at 50 already. Jax is going to share this real quick. Okay, so let's just
Okay,
do
thank
this.
you, Jax. I'm sorry, I got involved and I didn't team view because I'm not a sharing, caring kind of guy. Sometimes. You guys seen that? Hey, look at you guys.
There we are. Okay. So he's all right. So Jax is going to do that. And so now I'm just going to push play. And where's our trigger is still. Let me X this out of this guy. Okay, there's our trigger. We got all this aqua over here just chilling. Okay, hit it. Okay, there we go.
Dang. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
So you guys hit it
We've
multiple
been-
times, is that correct?
Yeah,
1,
multiple
2, 3,
times.
4, 5, 6 times.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks maybe an average. Let's move this thing out of the way. These kind of. Let's see. I think an average is going to be somewhere. We'll call it 25. All right. So divided by, what did we say? We had 1.48.
Yep.
That's holy crap. 52 ohms. That makes sense. Does that make sense to you? That seems a little high to me.
52 ohms. Are you doing this while I don't understand what you're checking.
So I'm taking the voltage, right, using Ohm's law. So if I know what the voltage is and I know either of the values, whether it be resistance or current, I can calculate the missing value, right? So if we were doing a dynamic resistance test, we can see the voltage that is applied, which is high because of the inductive kick. But that's what I just kind of averaged it. You know, out of those 6 hits, I would have to say that the average current there is if you wanted to take the average of the sum of those, so it's about 25 volts. Would you agree?
Yeah. So if you took the average
Peaks.
of the peak, I don't know, so we got 20, 40, 25. Yeah, somewhere maybe under 25.
Yeah, about 25,
Yeah,
right? So I threw 25 out there. So that's my
Okay.
voltage value. And we've got a current value of 1.48 amps. So I divide the voltage by the current. That's going to give me the dynamic resistance. Right?
Okay.
Check the math. Hey, who's in the front row there? Who did I not call on last time? There was somebody that got away. I think it was Gianni got free. Johnny, you want to check my math on that? You want to reverse it and do the voltage divided by my my value, which I came up with as
So 25 divided by 1.48.
Yeah, I got 52 ohms.
Okay. We did 25 divided by 1.48.
Okay, and you got?
And 16 is 16.8.
Okay, because I don't know how to use a calculator. Thank you. That's why I asked somebody to check it.
That's 25 divided by 1.4.
Yeah.
That's the voltage divided by the amperage.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know what I did wrong here. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got
Okay,
your calculator's on a tripler.
Yeah, I don't know. I pushed. I'm using this. Should have just done it by hand, but I was trying to be expedient, and it seemed a little high to me. It's hard to believe. That's why I asked somebody to check it, or I would have checked it again and found it. Then I would have had to check it one more time just to be sure. So 16 ohms. Now we can do that. The same thing with the other one. See if we can. So we've got a value for. Is this the exhaust one?
This is the exhaust. Yep.
Okay. So grab the intake one and hit it real quick.
Yeah. We just got it. We'll pull it back off real quick.
Yeah. And then see if you can see a difference in the two right there. Because if you're trying to do this while you're on the repair order, we know what's going to happen there. But, for the lunch and learn deep dive, this is deep diving.
Yeah. Heck yeah. This is deep diving. This is good.
You should have Aqualung playing as your theme song. Such a deep dive. Are you guys grabbing that right now? Johnny's probably getting it.
Hey, Rich.
But I think we're done, right? Are we out of time?
Yeah, no, we're out of time, but we're gonna do we're gonna do this right now. We're
Okay,
pulling
cool.
the other
'Cause
one.
I'm gonna
off
hang
right now.
around. I'm gonna hang around. I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
going
yeah.
anywhere.
Here, it's coming off. We're doing it right now. All right. Do that. All right. Oh, hold on. We got to start the thing. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, keep going. Okay.
Hmm.
Stop. Stops automatically. So
10.
that thing definitely
20.
had way less of an inductive kick.
Right. Look at that. Yeah, quite a bit.
The
So
high-
hey,
The highest
Get the smart thing
one
going
is
again.
36.
watch me fuck this math up. Oh, sorry. Language.
The lowest one's 10. Our average is probably more like
10. Plus what's that one? About 18, 19? 19. We'll call it 20. Plus
20
plus 20. Plus 20. Plus
this one.
yeah, 27.
27
Plus
plus 37.
37. Plus 17.
18. Yeah, 18.
Okay. Let me back up. I'll give it 18. We'll go that way. And last but not least, another 37. Okay.
37.
Yeah, and then pretty consistent. So that's divided by 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, back out again. 1, 2, 3,
Sorry.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divided by 8. 21 volts. Okay, so we're gonna call that 21 volts. And what was the current on that?
1.3.
Okay.
Now I could check the next one over.
Divided by 1.3.
If
That's
it'll update.
16.25 ohms. Crap.
Okay, yeah. So it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. So we're not seeing anything there. Well, that was fun. I'm glad we're not doing that and expecting to get paid. Now, what about so at this point, it almost seems like there's got to be something in the duration. So we have an inductive kick. So I would zoom in on that inductive kick and look at the signature and the characteristics. Can we actually see, the path of travel? You kind of look at how the solenoid is activating by vibrations or changes in the signature of the current, right? Because the current is the work that's being done. So that's going to be your indicator. Do we see a certain signature that stands out compared? This is where we get even deeper. This is where we have to, we might have to sit in the chamber for a couple days because we're going super deep.
So if we look at like the inductive kick right there, maybe, like in through all here.
And so the red channels are current, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's on the screen. I don't have to look over there anymore. All right. And we're using the inverted. All right. So this is the intake one, right?
This is the intake one. Yes.
Okay. So our voltage goes up right here. That hump, blue hump, goes up to what? So you zoomed in on the inductive kick. So that is, how come I'm not seeing the inductive kick?
Yeah, the whole kick. I think maybe you know why? Because I didn't zoom in right here. Hold on, let me zoom out.
Oh, I don't think you saved it.
And then let me zoom in on the entire inductive kick here, like this.
Okay.
It's all the way down there, actually. And then give it a second to load. Okay, so that's maybe better.
Okay, and then let me stretch it out a little bit. Does that help? Okay, so and then our current comes in.
Oh, that's when we turned it off, actually.
Okay.
Our current's on right now at 1.3.
Yeah. So we need to go.
And we need to go to the one to the left of it.
Yeah. So we need
The induct.
Oh, geez. Still up there, right?
Well, I think for right now,
I think we're lost in the weeds.
we're off in the weeds. Let's let these guys get back to it.
All right.
And then thank you very much, Eric, because
Yeah.
maybe we'll find something with this.
Yeah, I don't know if this is I'm sure that this would be a good week, a task, homework for the week is mess with this. I mean, because you're waiting for a part now, and you're going to have an old part, and try and clean this up a little bit and see if you can't determine, just if you can see a defect, or it very well may be that it's a mechanical defect that with the valve, hanging up when it gets hot, or leakage. It could be leakage past the valve, so that it's not actually sealing when it should be sealing, and you're not going to see that electrically. But I'm just throwing that out there. But I'm glad that we could actually turn this into a little experiment time. Hope you learned something about that. You can. If we didn't have all the noise from the Power Probe, the math channel would actually have worked out for us. You wouldn't have to rely on my math. So, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Pretty caked up.
Gianni was saying that it's pretty caked up inside the intake valves. The intake valves are really caked up. And on top of that, one of the intake bolts that holds the manifold on is sheared off inside the head. And that we didn't do that.
It's been off. This intake's been off before.
So somebody's removed the intake at some point.
I did it to the thermostat, and I noticed because I was like, I thought this was like an alignment.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It really wasn't. I saw it and it was flat and flat. So I'm not even gonna mess with it because he didn't buy time on it. I said, just let it go. If it came in fine, I'm gonna let it go fine.
Yeah. Oh, so we let it go like that after it was like that?
I showed him.
Yeah, we shouldn't have done that.
Well, noted it. You should note it on the repair order. That way you're covered.
Yeah.
I'm
just worried about if that bolt's not there, like under boost. I think it's going to seep. It's going to push pressure past it because there's not very many bolts holding this entire intake manifold on. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 7.
Total.
There's like 8 bolts covering the entire intake manifold, and the one, I don't know. I wonder what happens if one bolt is missing.
Well,
if one bolt is missing.
But we don't have a boost fault.
We do not.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But it's very possible in the future. It sounds like.
Yep.
So you've got it's caked up in the intake passages for the valves or for the VVT.
For the valves.
Okay. All right. So you've got carbon buildup on the intake valves.
Yep.
Okay, but inside the VVT passages for the intake manifold, they look as clean as the exhaust.
Yeah, they're clean. They're clean. They're clean. Yeah.
Okay.
Clean.
And there's absolutely no possibility of the harness being moved around to the wrong side.
Yeah, because they.
Has its own clips and shit.
But again, you'd have a fault.
And they have their own angles.
Yeah, I saw that in the timing procedure.
Yeah, the one wouldn't. You know what? The one won't reach the other if it was plugged into the wrong side.
Good. Yeah, and again, that's one of those things that you would expect there to be a fault on both sides.
Yeah.
Kind of like with oil pressure, you know, it's going to affect both.
All right, so we'll put an exhaust
Solenoid on there.
solenoid on there.
Yeah, I think that's good money.
Well,
I think
no, just so we can
I think
start it. Just yeah, pull it off.
80%. That I'd give it 80% odds of being a winner. That's pretty good odds.
There might be metal shit inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, cool.
Well, cool. Yeah, and if you have, you know, if you do a deeper dive onto this this math channel with just a straight battery, so you've got less of that noise and you can actually see it, because the noise also seems to be interfering with the visibility of this signal, right? And actually analyzing it. So if we scroll out here just a little bit here.
That
Yeah.
is, I don't know whose light that is.
So
Oh, the green one is Noah's.
All right. Oh, yeah. So these actually, this inductive kick isn't that current? Oh no, I guess not. From a distance, it did look like current. So we go from here to there. So this is where it switches. If we turn off this channel, you want to just look in. Yeah, that the current also, I thought. If you zoom out, it looks like there's a red line. You know, that line looks red right here, doesn't it?
No, I think it's blue.
Okay, all right. That's yeah. All right.
Oh, I do see a red. Look down way on the bottom. Look down on the
Yep.
lower left, down over here.
Yeah.
That's red.
Uh-huh. So it's is it so let's just do this for a second. Let me just no. I'll put back there and then turn this one off.
And then just grab the blue line and just move it.
There.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely a kick right there.
And let's go ahead and turn that off. So that should also be. So now your current is the inverted is the only one that's being displayed with the voltage. So there's less mess. All right, but look at it. It's proportional. They're proportional, both sides. Voltage and no, I just turned off. Okay, so that's current. We could just turn off B too and just leave it there. So that'll be our current. Oh, can't even. Now we got nothing. All right. So you got to have B on because it's using it for math. And now I think I lost the whole thing because we didn't save it. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, but yeah, that'd be kind of a fun, deeper dive to follow up with. But that's, I got to jump. I got a bunch of cars that are broken and people that are yelling at me because I'm not doing what I said I was going to do. All right,
Thank
have
you,
a good
Eric.
one. Enjoy your
See you
week.
later. Yeah. All right, man.
All right, bye.